earlier on, I was scrolling through my YouTube videos and like having a look at all the different ones and the titles and all the things I've done, and I realized I've never done a what's on my smartphone video for the Pixel. I'm like, how is that even possible? All the like Android style videos I'm trying to come up with ideas for, and I've never done a what's on my Android video? It's like, what? I thought today, let's take a look at what's on my device. So I always have a look at the externals first. So physically, I actually do have a case. It's this kind of triangular patterned case. It was literally about $10. It's a Spigen case. I'll link it down below if you want to check it out. But yeah, it's not a bad case. It has a really nice groove so you can easily find the fingerprint scanner, and I really like it. I've never really thought it's necessary to swap out for another case. It's a pretty basic case, but it does the job. So actually jumping onto my device, you can probably tell from the lock screen here, I am using Android 12. I'm enrolled in the beta because I love features and it's a second device. It's not like my main phone. So I feel like I can risk it. You know, Google features, they are pretty spectacular. So yeah, I feel like I like the beta. You know, there's some bugs from time to time, but for me, it's kind of worth it because I like to mess around with things and it doesn't really bother me too much. But as you can see on my home screen, pretty simple setup. This wallpaper is super nice. It's from Backdrop. So if you want to check out Backdrops, you can, or there'll be a link down below to my Google Drive that's got like literally all my wallpapers in it. Let me know if you guys can access it correctly, because sometimes I get like requests to access it, but sometimes I don't. So it's like, can you guys access it? Let me know, link is down below. But Backdrops is an awesome wallpaper app. I actually recently featured it in a video, which was the top apps for iOS and Android. If you want to check that out, there'll be a card, or you can just click the link down below. But Backdrops is super clean, super amazing wallpapers in here, and you can log in, you can favorite them. It's available on Android and iOS, so you can get it on your iPad, on your iPhone, on your Android device, on your Android tablet. It's super accessible, and honestly, the wallpapers are just unmatched, and it's completely free. Now, on top of that wallpaper, I have this clock widget, and yes, this is the official Android 12 clock widget, but don't let your heart sink. You can actually pick this up even if you don't have Android 12. So I will link this application down below, but it's called Android 12 Clock Widgets. Basically, this gives you a little bit more customization, but the gist of it is it gives you the Android 12 clock widget. So there's a few styles to choose from, but you can completely customize the color and the whole look and the size. So honestly, to some extent, it's actually a little bit better than the stock one, but it just gives you that look. So if you want it, go check it out, it's free. But yeah, on my main screen, I'm using just the standard Pixel launcher. I don't really feel a need to switch out to Nova because the Pixel launcher is pretty much the experience that I like for Android, so I don't really feel a need to change anything. Something I love about Android 12 and this Pixel launcher is if you hold down on the home screen, click on wallpapers and style, you can actually choose accent colors to match the colors within your wallpaper. So you can manually select colors, or you can just grab that palette directly from the wallpaper, and it goes across your whole OS. It's going to be in your notification panel, it's going to be in your settings. Throughout your apps, you're going to see little colors and accents that match that wallpaper, which honestly is just super cool. I've got the dark theme turned on purely because I like it a lot, especially on an OLED screen. Dark just looks super nice and you're conserving battery, and there's a hole punch up there as well, which kind of triggers me a little bit. So having the dark mode, it kind of covers that up a little bit as well. Gives you a more immersive experience. My app grid is just 5x5. I don't feel the need to have more icons or less on the home screen. I think this is like a pretty good amount. But yeah, for the most part, it's quite basic apps. I've got Play Store, which I use a lot because I do the top apps. So I'm always in there hunting for new apps for you guys. I recently did top app for January, so if you want to check that out, be another card here or a link down below. The second app is super important to me. This is YouTube Studio. I use this all the time to keep up to date with you guys, with your comments, with the view counts or the likes on my videos, whatever it is to do with my videos. I'm constantly in there and checking up on these videos. And I have another channel called Matt Robb Visuals if you want to check that out. There's only currently 82 subscribers, so it's looking a little bit sad. So if you guys want to go, spice it up a bit, increase the subscribe count, that would be much appreciated. But yeah, I'm going to be doing some filmmaking stuff and some behind the scenes stuff on that channel. So really hyped about that. I have so many plans for videos on that channel. But yeah, YouTube Studio is just really great for interacting with your subscribers. Honestly, if you guys want to do YouTube, just do it, just, go for it. Plan out your videos, record, edit them, and use YouTube Studio to interact with people and check your analytics is super, super handy. Then I just have Instagram and YouTube. You obviously know those apps. I've got the camera app, Google Chrome, Google Pay. I use actually Apple Music. That's purely because I'm in the Apple ecosystem. I have a Mac, I have an Apple Watch, I have an iPad, an iPhone. This is my second device, so Apple Music just kind of works best. I like the features of it because it works really great with my AirPods Pro. It's got spatial audio, and you actually have lossless playback, so you can listen to uncompressed audio files. So jumping over to the second page, this is where things change up a little bit because I do try out new widgets and new widget add-ons. So right now I'm using a add-on for KWGT. If you don't know what KWGT is, it's just a widget app, and then you can get add-ons for different styles. So vanilla is filled with preset styles of widgets, mainly all to do with like calendar type things and things to do with the date or events or even searching. So there's a lot of that kind of going on, but I really like the style of all these. There's just some really neat looking ones. Even this one right here, the 2K20, I really like that. There's some really nice ones. I love the accented colors, the super like simple design of them. So I really like it. If you want to check out vanilla, link to that will be down below. Everything should be in the description. If it's not, let me know in the comments because I probably screwed up or something. Then at the bottom here, I have this widget, which is quite large. It's a beige widget, and it just cycles through different motivational quotes, and this just helps me out. So it's called I Am, and jumping into it, you can choose specifically what the quotes are about. So they're not just like random quotes. There is some sort of correlation to you inside them, and you can choose whether it's like self-care, stress and anxiety, personal growth. If you're trying to do something specific, you can add that and it will give you quotes to try and motivate you towards your goal. Some people may think it's a little bit tacky, but you know what? I really like it. I like to unlock my device, just see it there and be like, you know what? Yeah, I am doing pretty good. Sometimes people need that. Sometimes it's just good to try and stay positive, because sometimes letting all the negatives, especially on YouTube, drag you down, it can throw you off target a little bit. So yeah, this just helps me stay a little bit more motivated, especially with a new channel, especially with like the low subscriber count and the low views, because I really want it. So I'm just going to constantly keep at it until I get somewhere, and I'm not going to give up on it, because if you give up on something, you're never going to get there. So yeah, hopefully that kind of motivates you guys. But if you want some more motivation, just download this app. It's pretty cool. So on the third page is where things start to get a little bit junky. This is where I test out apps and test out widgets, so it changes a lot. Some of the things aren't that great in here. Two things which are great are these free movie apps. If you're looking for Showbox alternatives, BTV and Cinema HD version 2 are super great apps. They are ad-free. They're full of free movies. They're like 1080p latest movies. You can cast them to your Chromecast devices. You can download them. There's TV shows as well at the side here. I do just want to mention this app is purely for educational purposes only, because you should actually be paying for your content. And if you do choose to use this service, I would advise using a VPN. And then in this next folder here, this is where I'm trying to find some good wallpaper apps. Maybe I'll throw it in the next top apps. Maybe I just want to find some good new wallpapers. But probably the best one I've found so far is Nothing But Wallpapers. This is filled with some really nice wallpapers. I like them super clean. I like them to be a little bit abstract. And I like them to be graphical or just punchy, very like bold with the colors. So yeah, this does fulfill my taste. I like the interface. It's pretty easy to use. And the wallpapers seem pretty high quality. I'm still just playing around, but yeah, if you're looking for some good wallpaper apps, these are definitely some good apps. I'll link them down below. But yeah, other than that, these are just apps I've featured in past top app videos and apps I'm just kind of trialing. But yeah, that's pretty much what's on my home screen. That's everything I kind of have there. But then jumping into my app drawer, this is where I have a few more apps. So one I mentioned recently was AfterShip, and it grabs all the tracking numbers automatically, throws them in this app, and then I can easily monitor them, see when they are, see when they're scheduled for delivery, and it just makes my life so much easier. Trust me guys, it's really handy. Another great app I can see in this app drawer is Electron. I use this all the time for monitoring how much power is going into my device. So it tells you your capacity, your real capacity, which is basically your battery wears down over time, so it's not going to have the full capacity you had when you bought it. So it's going to tell you the current capacity you have. So with that degeneration taken into account. I love the overall look of the app with these tiles, super fluid. You can obviously view your battery percentage in here, and you can view your temperature of your device. You can view the discharge rate, your current milliamp hours. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You got all these different tabs, so you can view like the amperage. Even when you plug in a cable, it's going to tell you like how many watts are coming into your device and the charging speed of that. It's just pretty cool. If you want to monitor actually charging up your device and actually see if a cable is fast charging or not, That's a really cool app to try. Another app I'm trying out is this one here. It's called What the Font. And this actually helps you identify fonts purely by pointing your phone at it. So let me just grab this water bottle right here. It's a Nestle water bottle. If I scan it, so as this kind of like box effect around the text you're looking for, simply select the font you want, click the little blue arrow, and it's going to give you similar looking fonts which you can use. So as you can see, these are some of the ones it's come up with, which are pretty close to the actual font on the packaging. Really great way if you're trying to find a font and it's just frustrating you. Yeah, What the Font is pretty cool. But yeah, I don't want to drag the video on too long. That's pretty much my device. It's a Pixel 4a 5G. I'm still liking it. It's not like the newest device in the world. It's still pretty old, but honestly, super great performance in 2022. I would still recommend this phone. And if you guys are looking for me to do like an actual in-depth video as to whether you should still pick this up in 2022, then let me know down in the comments because it's something I'm thinking about. So yeah, other than that, that's it. So have a nice day, guys. I will see you later. Peace.